Dealing with the fear of unknown, of the unknown. How to do that? I'm really scared of that thing that's on my path. I have no clue to do with it. It's the first time it's on my path. I've never dealt with anything like this. I don't know what to do. Fuck, this is really huge. This is nothing like I've ever dealt with. Nothing I thought I would ever have to deal with. Well, there's always a solution. To every problem there's a solution. Maybe you're very good at finding problems for solutions. So if there is a solution, there's something good, you can find a problem for it. But in this video, I will do the other thing. I will hand you a solution. I want to say easy solution. Technically, it's an easy solution to dealing with the fear of the unknown. So, get comfortable, turn off your distractions, and let's dive in. Let's dive into this for the coming 15 minutes, more or less. Like, subscribe, and share. Hi, my name is Lot Simrad, and today I would like to talk to you about what you're really afraid of. I recorded a video previously on fear, but I would like to dive a little bit deeper. So let's call this a follow-up. What are we truly afraid of? We're often afraid of the unknown. An uncle of mine is very ill and is getting worse and worse. He has been resuscitated twice now in the past month or so, and reanimated. I don't even know which words to use here, but anyway. And he's still fighting for life, although he's 85, and he's spending more time at the hospital than at home. And it looks like he's only fighting because he's scared of dying. He's afraid of death. Where you often see that people who are close to death at a certain moment are totally in peace. He's everything but that. So he is afraid of the unknown. For many people, death is the end. It's the only guarantee in life. But we experience death every day. Not just by people dying every day, but things ending. Death is basically an end of something which creates space for something new. If you believe in reincarnation, it's easy. It's end of an episode, of a season, like a TV series. And then after that, after a break maybe, and some people who work with reincarnation and do some trance sessions, they may have an experience of a trance session of life between lives, which is the period where you evaluate the old life and see what you still have on your bucket list as soul that you want to experience, and then decide where you're going to reincarnate and with whom, which souls and which role they will play, because you have a few things you want to experience. So okay, you're gonna be a horrible boss for me because I want to experience how it is not to stand up for myself, and then learn to stand up for myself. So that's something I had, for example. And then I will be raised in a country, I will be half-blooded, so it means like two parents from totally different cultures, so we'll experience discrimination. And I need to be really sensitive because I need to help people eventually, but then if I'm too sensitive, being discriminated, it could really burn me out. So I'll need some kind of protection. So let's throw what's going on a lot. Okay, there will be a lot of sexual abuse and trauma. So, okay, let's have a sexual assault that will shut me down emotionally so I can actually get through that period that I'm living in that country, being discriminated. And then later on, I'll have other experience and learn to stand up for myself, blah, 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 blah. And then at a certain moment, when it's time, probably around my 40s, then that can be unblocked. And then I will have had quite some experience, and then I will be ready to gather more experience to then really start to help people. My life story in a nutshell from just one perspective. But there were many lines going through my life who led me to who I am today. Today I'm having a part-time job where I do translations for a company specialized in providing services for recruitment. I'm also doing now cold calling, something that I used to hate, for this company. And these things, I'm able to do them the way I do them, which I believe doing them really well. Otherwise, they would not have kept prolonging my contracts and asking me to do more, because I have a lot of experience recruiting in different sectors throughout my life, working with people, being in sales, using different systems, knowing things about IT. So a lot of different experiences, a lot of things I gathered throughout my life I can use now. And through this, the goal of this company actually is to make recruitment a more pleasant experience for the recruiters and also for the candidates. So we make it better for everyone. And we are all ex-recruiters, except for the IT guys who are really good in IT. But the rest of us, we are ex-recruiters. And we know how awful certain things can be, where there is a frustration, where there are problems and stuff, both recruits and for candidates, because we also have been candidates. So our product is to change this. So it's transformative. So it's a product I really believe in. And that's why I can sell it. Now, some of you may be really curious now, and yeah, contact me if you're really curious, but that's not the point. The point is that what I'm doing, I have been prepared for throughout my life. Another thing I'm doing, I'm volunteering for a foundation, an NGO, that prevents food waste through collecting food that is close to its expiration date and then redistributing it amongst the people in their need. And of course, also other projects that we do, all supporting people. And through these activities, I got in contact with an association that is actually one of midwives, those women who help women give birth, if you don't know the word midwife. And yes, sometimes I explain words because not everyone is native in English. And they decided to help refugees, because I live in Romania and we have a long border with Ukraine, so a lot of people coming to us. And in talks with them, I got to organize a workshop helping refugees to de-stress. And I did expect that I would have stress and stuff like that, but it was not as bad as I thought. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it was much worse than what I thought, what I could imagine, because I've never been in a country in war. I was in a country where there was a big uprising for a few weeks, and that was really scary, but not like what they're experiencing. When I say what they're experiencing is what they did experience themselves, and them being safe here in this country, while many of their loved ones and often their husbands are still there, forced to fight a war they never asked for, and people who cannot leave, who are still there in danger, and they're worried about them. So these people have been in stress from beginning of this year, sometimes even from the end of last year. So the first 2 workshops, people shared with me for how long they had been in constant stress. And so I'm working with these people every week. I'm organizing a free workshop. And there's a core of people coming back every week. And some other people who come from time to time. And there are some new people, and some people show up once and they never come back, or they come back after several weeks, and that's totally fine. Everyone is there when they need to be there. But me having experienced so many different things and having so many different perspectives on things, I can help them also get new perspectives, look from a different angle on their lives, on, for example, the opportunities that they have, the fact that they're refugees in a different country with complete different culture, maybe new possibilities, and some of them actually are building or rebuilding a brand new life that's even better than what they used to have before the war. And for others, they are learning to enjoy what they have and focus less on what they do not have anymore. And these different things that I'm doing, I can do them today, and I do them well because of everything I went through in my life. But throughout my life, I've had many moments of fear, of the unknown, of what was standing in front of me, not knowing how to deal with it, or thinking I would not know how to deal with it. Sorry. And sometimes the fear that I would not be able to handle things. But here I am. So clearly I managed. And that is one of my main drivers. I still do not know today how my life will look like, what my life will look like in a few months from now. Not even in a month or in a week. Sometimes things happen like boom, whoa, brand new situation. How do I deal with this? No idea. Okay. And then I can either go completely into stress, or I can shut down. And these things still happen to me. But I pay attention to how I'm feeling, so I realize this, and okay, good. Breathe. Yes, this me releasing some tension in my body. While I talk about this, I can feel again certain things, and then what? Well, what did I experience before? Have I been in extreme situations before? Yes. I survived them, clearly, because I'm here. Okay, good. Well, that's a plus. So, most probably I will survive what's on my path. Oh, and if I don't survive, then problems are over. If I'm dead, then I don't have problems anymore. So, yeah, it's a problem for others maybe, but like, oh, we're going to miss Lotfi. Oh. Or like, oh, thank God he's finally gone. But I can also look like, okay, what have I learned? Is there something that I've experienced already that could help me in this situation? Yeah, okay, I did experience that, I did do that, okay. Oh, there are a few people who actually have experience with this. This is quite new for me. Some aspects I may know something about, but this is quite new. Okay, then I can call that person or that person. Let's have a talk. Or I just call first a person who I know when talking with him or her, I will calm down again so that I can see more clearly and at least feel calm. And from there, I can start to take actions. And then before you know it, you're in a flow. A new flow. Partially new flow, completely new flow, doesn't matter. And because I'm generally open to things to come on my path, they do come. So the information I need to handle the situation will come on my path. The tools I need will come on my path. So I have the knowledge, and then the tools come. Then I use the tools, and then I do what needs to be done. And of course, there are moments where like, ooh, okay, stay calm. Breathe, breathe, ground, ground, release. Okay, and now focus. And then things are just happening. I know exactly what to do and when to do it and how to do it most of the time. And if I don't, then there will be a person on my path who will just give me that little push to readjust and to be on the rail again when I'm about to derail. And so the fear of the unknown is totally useless, is only paralyzing, and doesn't lead to anything good. Calming down, taking deep breaths, grounding, and then opening yourself up to getting the answers you need, getting the tools you need, leads to riding that new wave in your life. So, if this inspires you, but you don't feel very confident doing this on your own, contact me. I can guide you. I do offer mentoring. If you feel that there is a blockage deep down, I can help you release the blockage, release the trauma. Many things are possible. So simply contact me. Tell me what you're dealing with, where you feel stuck, what you wish to have in your life, what kind of support you wish. It's the smart people, the very smart people who actually ask for help. If you look at all very successful people in the world, all of them, without exception, they have at least one mentor and one coach, and or one mentor and or one coach. People who help them recenter, refocus, and then take action. So let me be that person for you, just like I have my own people who are that for me. And if you're still afraid, actually it's a sign of courage, a sign of strength if you actually do this, if you ask for help. So it's not shameful. It's actually the fucking cool thing to do. So click the link in the description, contact me, and start learning how to ride the wave of your life for the first time, or again, or the new wave in your life because there's a big change coming or happening. Start to bloom again. Looking forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day. like, subscribe, and share.